This is a distress call from the LV-426. This is a distress call from LV-426. Send help quickly, because I've had to set off the self-destruct sequence, which will activate in 10 minutes' time. There's aliens absolutely everywhere. Send help now. And whilst they do that, let's review Aliens, the arcade game, for arcades. Funny enough, now I've had to play this obviously on the MAME arcade emulator, but it's absolutely stunning. It's a great game. You right, Jonesy? You look a bit scared there. Do you know, I'm not sure whether it was the gore, the insane monsters, or creatures, whatever the hell they are, or what it was that got me hooked as a child onto the Alien franchise. I could not tell you what it is. I don't know. I had a VHS, but, well, my parents had a VHS called Alien 3. This was the third Alien film in the franchise. I was like, well, what's this? And they said, well, it's an Alien film. Now, obviously, at my naive age of, I must have been about 8, I was like, oh, it can't be that bad, can it? I watched it, and my God, I wasn't so much scared, because I watched it with my parents. It was more like, what is this incredible film? Now, I know not everyone likes Alien 3, but that got me hooked on the entire franchise, and now one film that I absolutely adore. And I got to say, I do thank my parents for that, because it really, really is the jewel in the crown of all the films that I absolutely love. Alien is now my first best film of all time, followed by Alien 3, which I know a lot of you all hate, and then obviously Aliens, and then let's not speak about the fourth film. I love Prometheus. Anyway, let's not get into a conversation about Aliens or the Alien franchise. I love them all. I think from the design, the Alien design, from the actual set design, it's something else. It really, really is. Anyway, so this is it. This is Aliens, and this was released in the arcade. This was never a home release. So as you can see, I've had to play it on a arcade emulator, the MAME or MAME emulator, I should say. Because there is no other way to play it, unfortunately, which is such a shame when you look at it. Because as a side-scroller, it nails it on absolutely every level. Be it from the design, creature design first of all. Just look at what you see on the screen at the moment. Now, a lot of these creatures were never in any of the Alien films. These are ones that I don't really know. I'm guessing they've had to grab from comics, or ones that maybe H.R. Geiger said, I tell you what, I've got some interesting aliens you can have in your game, ones that have never ever featured in your movies, but let's put them in a game. And you know, if that's the originality they've put into an arcade game, then that really does say something. Now, this is created by Konami, absolute, you know, they are something else when it comes to games. Japanese, as you know, I'm pretty sure they're Japanese. But yeah, this was released in 1990, and for a game released back then, it's a stunning... I can't praise this game enough, because it really is something else. But that's probably because I absolutely love the franchise. But then if you don't love the franchise, then you're a bit strange, because it really is something else. But in this game, like I said, you will see a lot of things you would never have encountered before. Just look at the bosses. I call them bosses, you know what I mean. The big creatures at the end of each round. Just look. I mean, I've never seen that before, ever. The Queen obviously does make an appearance in this game, being that it's aliens. Does make an appearance right at the end. You also get to use the power loader. Get away from her, you bitch. We all know that quote, don't we? Well, yeah, that does not feature, unfortunately, in this game. But you do get to do the same bit. Now, if you play two-player, which you can, You play as Bishop. He is actually the second player. Now, the first player is meant to be Ripley, although she has blonde hair. Now, obviously, we know Ripley doesn't have blonde hair. She has dark hair. So I don't really understand that. Newt does also play a part in this game. She's running around absolutely everywhere, like she does, always getting picked up and taken away. For some reason, she does that. I don't know why. Newt, just stay in one fucking place, you'd be safe. Now, the controls are really simple. It is basically up, down, left, right on the keyboard. Or actually, what I've done is I've used a Xbox 360 controller for the PC. Now, I think that's the best way of playing a lot of arcade games. All of the arcade games you can get absolutely free off of various websites. Probably shouldn't, but you can. And this is one you need to pick up. Now, be it you're a lover of arcade games or you love the franchise, either way, you're gonna want to play this. It's action-packed. It's so good. It's an action. You know, it's such a good game. From the originality they brought to this arcade game, like I said, from creatures we've never seen before, and also revisiting LV426. It's all there. It's such a simple game to play. The music's an absolute. It really does set the scene. Now you can tell it's an arcade game by the sound, I think, in all fairness. But it works. It sounds scary. It kind of puts you on edge. And Aliens and the franchise itself, that's what they're there to do. They're horror films, essentially. Well, the first one's a horror film. The second one's an action film. But we're not going to get into that debate. But the sound, like I said, it's arcade music. It's upbeat. It gets you on edge. But that will get you to spend more money and make you want to get further and further. Now, I've obviously had to cheat and have a lot of lives. I'm not invincible, but I've had to use a lot of lives because it's a hard game. Now, if you were putting coins into this thing, you'd be spending a fucking fortune. You'd be better off fucking buying a machine because it really is that hard. But there is a payoff at the end, and you're going to see it now. This is the payoff. This is the end of the game. And what do you have to do? You've got to kick that motherfucker out of the airlock. Now, I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to let you guys play it and tell me exactly what you think. But my God, it's so good. So good. I've been Al from Games Rep. I hope you've loved this just as much as I have, because it really is so good. Get out there, find it, and play it. I'm Al, signing out.
The emergency destruct system is now activated. The ship will detonate in T-minus 10 minutes.